Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
Two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, welcome back, people. It is another edition of the Summer Daily News Show. It's your boy Matt. You know what time it is. We bring you that Liverpool team, Liverpool footage, Liverpool news each and every time. So, people, everyone's having a blessed morning, a blessed afternoon, or a blessed evening whenever you decide to watch this video. But there's only one place to start, people. Liverpool finally got some more transfer business done over the weekend, and that is none other than only Calvin Ramsay, who, after obviously months and months of speculation, has now finally signed for Liverpool, £6.5 million. It's an initial 4 million with 2.5 million add-ons based on the player performance targets such as appearances, team achievements, while Aberdeen could also benefit from 17.5 sell-on clause. Now, in my personal opinion, I do believe this was a signing that we had to make. It was a signing because Liverpool obviously needed, competition for Trent. And not only that, just someone that was able to play there who wasn't a centre-back. Now, whether he's going to be the right guy or not is, remains to be seen. But he's a promising player. He's been highly spoken about, obviously, amongst the footballing ranks. And there were other teams that were also circling, if I'm not mistaken. I think Leeds United tried to get him as well. But Liverpool finally won the race to sign the up-and-coming right back. And I think no pressure on him. But from what I've seen, I do think we've got a signing on our hands. And I think he'll also benefit as well playing and watching Trent, obviously, when they go head-to-head against each other in training. And obviously Klopp, as we know, is renowned for giving people their chances. Do you know what I mean? The youngsters. He can finally be given a chance to see what he can do. So let's see what happens with him. Next, I want to talk about, people, is none other than the one and only Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. But in fact, actually, let me say this first, actually, before I get into his news. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is now engaged to Perry Edwards. So congratulations to them. Obviously, they got their newborn there as well that they've recently had as well, their child, how many months ago now. And congratulations to them once again, I'm all blessed for them and, and all for family. So, smash a like for them as well for getting engaged. But with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, it's a bit of a weird one because reports have come out over the weekend now that Liverpool are looking to keep him. And there's an extract from the Echo that goes into further detail and says that the Reds, where is it? That's it. Liverpool, it seems to be now could be changing their mind, which I find kind of weird because his contract finishes in 2023. Liverpool, it did look like he was on the way out. It seemed like he had a potential bust up. But it's kind of weird that now the Echo is saying the Reds currently have no plans to sell him. Obviously, we know he's out in 2023, falling out of favour halfway through the season. The 28-year-old, obviously, who got engaged, we also know that obviously to Perry Edwards, showcased his versatility last season and put his injury problems recently behind him. And it says, with the Reds looking to defend their League Cup and FA Cup titles this year, as well as sides now being able to name 5 substitutions in matches in every competition, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is considered a valuable member of the squad who will have a part to play in multiple positions this season. Listen, I rate Oxlade-Chamberlain. I do. But I do think we're past Oxlade-Chamberlain. Just like how a lot of you think we're past Naby Keita, and you might have a valid point there. My point being, I do think this is a position that we could improve on personally. Him having a year left as well, it's a bit mad that, he could leave on a free alongside Naby Keita, Firmino, and Salah. For those that haven't signed their contracts, for me, you have to sell him. He's got a year left. If you can, potentially sell him to a West Ham, I think it's good business by us because he's a player that I think needs to play. I know they just said about the 5 substitutions. I understand that. But is he really going to play? I do believe Klopp might have more faith in Curtis Jones this season as well as Harvey Elliott. So he could potentially go down the pecking order. But I also wouldn't put it past Klopp either because Klopp has also gone on the record and said he's the most dynamic midfielder we have. And you can't find a skill set like that on the market, which I do believe was me. Well, I believe he was just trying to build up his resume and build up his value if he was to get sold. So it remains to be seen what happens with Oxlade-Chamberlain. So let's see what happens there. But as you know, this is Liverpool Football Club. I'm going to be linked with every player under the sun, even though apparently we're not doing any more business. Now we're being linked with, that's right, the one and only Real Madrid's Marco Asensio. Now, there's reports in Spain from AS saying that Jurgen Klopp is not interested in bringing Marco Asensio from Real Madrid. They've also reported that Liverpool have informed Asensio's entourage that they like him and want to sign him. Madrid are reportedly willing to sell the 26-year-old winger for 40 million euros, which equates to about 35 million pounds. Asensio wants to join a club where he will remain an important player and would feature regularly, according to AS. Well, first and foremost, when it comes from Spain, you have to treat with a pinch of salt. Marco Asensio is a good player. He is a squad player at Real Madrid. If he was to come to Liverpool, I believe he's a squad player there. Put it like this: if you was to sell Oxlade-Chamberlain and he's able to bring in Asensio for 20 mil, say Oxlade-Chamberlain takes off 10 mil of that, I think that's not a bad attacking midfielder / signing or someone that can play in the midfield three but the most advanced. I think he offers something a little bit different. However, I don't see us doing that. I think this is just Real Madrid trying to either sell their player personally to the highest bidder, whoever wants to bid for him. They're just trying to garner up a bit of interest, in my opinion. Still good player. I think wherever he goes, if he does leave, he will shine. But I don't think Liverpool are interested. But reports are to believe we are, and that's coming out of Spain. AS. And last but not least, Rafa Silva. So for people that don't know, Rafa Silva obviously plays for Benfica, as you can see there. He's a right midfielder / right forward. Now, reports have come out today that Julian Ward and Liverpool's scouting team were impressed by Benfica's Rafa Silva in the process of searching for Darwin Núñez. And had the right-sided attacker been a few years younger, then maybe Mohamed Salah's future would have become a little clearer. Instead, the Portuguese international, who turned 29 in May, remains in Lisbon, and Salah will form part of a Liverpool forward line, which will pose new questions for rivals because of a redesign. For me, I think he's a good player, but I think the report kind of speaks for itself. He is 29 years of age. And if Liverpool were thinking of a replacement for Mohamed Salah, you're not going to go and swap a 30-year-old with a 29-year-old. That doesn't really make any sense if you want to, start an evolution and bring the age of the squad down. What says to me is this, though. It says to me that Liverpool are putting, obviously, contingency plans for the potential departure of Mohamed Salah. He still hasn't signed a new deal. Will he sign a new deal? I don't know. But I'll ask this, though. Should Liverpool be thinking about selling Mohamed Salah if he, gives the indication he won't sign a new deal in the summer? Can we afford to lose him next year on a free when we've just lost Mane? We could also lose Firmino next summer, and we could lose Salah next summer. Liverpool also talking about bringing in a potential midfield player waiting next season. We know how our model works. It is sell to buy. Nobody does like it, but it's how we operate. I don't like it. I'm sure 99.9% of the fan base don't like it when we have to rely on our outgoings. If this is true, and we are looking for players right now, does that say to you that Liverpool potentially could replace, or we could bring in another player in the summer? I don't know. It's hard to read the market right now in terms of what Liverpool really want to do. I don't know whether they still want that midfielder for this season, or they're changing their focus to a right wing forward who could potentially take Mohamed Salah's place. Let me know what you think in the comments below, people. Who would you go for the potential Mohamed Salah replacement, or would you bring in two people? I'll just throw out a few scenarios. If Salah was sold this summer, for example, for say 100 million euros, could you get a Rafinha and an Anthony? Bring in both. One plays now, and you still got the understudy, and they compete. Just giving you an example there. Throw some names out there, people. This is a highly, big topic, and it's going to go on until Salah signs or doesn't sign his contract. So let's see what happens. But yes, people, I hope you've enjoyed this another episode of the Monday night. Got Monday night on the brain, which we will be doing later on tonight, by the way. So that's a good kind of segue to plug in the Monday night show, which we will be doing later on this evening. But as you know, this is the Summer Daily News Show. We bring you that Liverpool content each and every time. So just a little reminder, Calvin Ramsay has signed. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, it seems like now he could be staying. Rafa Silva, is he or should I say, or are Liverpool looking for a replacement for Salah? That Silva's name's been branded about. And Asensio has also been linked to Liverpool. So, people, like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Man Like Matt. It's the Summer Daily News Show. I'll see you again for tonight, people, for the Monday Night Live. Take it easy. Peace. I'm out.